Okay guys, before we start the video, just quickly, First Man is so much more than just a YouTube channel. We've got digital products, we've got physical products. The digital products include courses, books, ebooks, etc. And the physical products is everything from supplements to clothing to grooming products to the paperback physical copy of our book. So the two links will be below. Go and check them out, guys. And now back to the video you came here to watch. Okay, guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about how every guy should have a photographer slash videographer, a personal one. Now, that doesn't mean you have to hire them on a monthly rate. I'm just talking about maybe once, twice per year. You know, ready for autumn, winter, one for spring and summer. Just get them to snap some photos of you. Get them to get some videos of you, some very high quality 4K stuff. The reason being, it has never mattered more in today's society than personal brand image. Like, people will be thinking, okay, well, for you as a guy who's on screen all the time, who's doing videos all the time, yeah, it makes sense. I'm telling you, even if you're a mechanic, it really makes sense. If you're an accountant, it makes sense. Okay? If you're an estate agent, it makes sense. Get some really good footage of yourself. Get some really good images of yourself. You think, guys, right? How many scenarios that could be used for? That could be used for business, for work. That could be used for networking purposes. Can be used for your LinkedIn profile, for your Tinder profile. Can be used for your Instagram, you know, and you're able to attract women. You're able to present this image to the world of this high-level individual. Because there's so many scenarios where I've been on a night out. I think I look really good. I've had a lot of female attention. I feel like my energy's up. My body language is good. If somebody had filmed that, documented it, I would have had some great content. Okay? If somebody had taken some pictures that night, some high-level photos, I would have looked really good. But I'm just cracking on with my life because I'm an old school guy. A lot of people will understand that, where it's like, I should vlog it today. I'm like, but fuck me, I'd look like a cunt. Just stood there with the camera. Hey guys, welcome. I struggle to do that. I don't blame anybody that does, but I struggle to do it. Mentally, I'm like, this is going to be rough. I just can't be bothered. It's not even an embarrassment thing. I don't get that. I just struggle with it. I just feel like a dick. But there's so many ways that you can use that in today's society. So many photos you can take. So many ways you can present yourself to the world that you couldn't do yourself. Okay, like there's certain days where, like for me, I go to the gym, I'll hit some PBs, I'll be on the pads with my boxing coach, I have a great session, I'll be lighting it up, power, speed, angles. I'm like, wow, that was good. Go and get your beard trimmed, whatever. I'll have a meeting for the streaming platform. Okay, I'll go for lunch with like a girlfriend of mine who's gorgeous. And it's like, imagine documenting all of that day in the life, how many views that would get, how that would make you look to the world. If you posted that out on Instagram as a story or something like that, how many people would take note? How many other women and stuff like that would be like, wow, what an interesting life this guy's got. Oh, he's traveling here, he's traveling there, he's driving down to this area. I'm just using these as examples, right? I'm just throwing it out there as situational. But that's a weapon. Okay, and I'll give you an example of how this works. People always ask, like, why do women love famous guys? Well, you know, it could be the clout, it could be the money, it could be all this stuff and whatever, and I'm sure it has some weight in the argument. But the one thing that nobody ever talks about that I've noticed most is that you're always seeing these guys on camera. You're always seeing them in interviews. You're seeing their personalities. They start dating a beautiful woman and the media promotes it. His new girlfriend, look how gorgeous she is. She stuns in blah, blah, blah. That's getting presented to the world. Other women are seeing that and being like, that's a high value man. He dates beautiful women. Oh my God, I love that guy. Okay, he does an interview, tells 3 or 4 jokes and they're like, oh my God, he's hilarious. He's got such a great personality. That's what it is. That's why I like him. Or so do we. It's just nobody gets to see that. The amount of times I've been in the gym with a friend and I've made them laugh beyond belief. Or you've gone for drinks with a mate and you've said something and they're all cracking up. You're with a girl like friend of yours or a girl you're dating and you're walking down the street laughing and joking, holding hands, whatever, with like a girl you're seeing or a girlfriend. And you look like the perfect man. And there'll be 2 or 3 girls on the street that spot you and smile. Now imagine if you had filmed that and all that had been captured in a magazine and promoted out there. And you've got millions of women looking at it and being like, damn, he's a good guy. Look how funny he is. She's having a great time with him. If I ever saw him, he could do whatever he wants to me. That's the difference, okay? When you're a celebrity, is everything you do, positive and negative, is promoted. And here's the thing. People always go shit being a celebrity because all the negative is out there. So is the positive. The amount of times I've walked out of this place and there's homeless guys that live down there. My buzzer's going off. Bear with me, guys. And we're back. So the amount of times that I've walked out of this place and I've seen homeless guys down there, and it's freezing cold, it's -5 degrees, and they're cold as shit. And I'll say they set up cardboard boxes to be warm. That's what they do, bless them. And I'm like, guys, look, I'll buy you some blankets, number one. I'll move my car so that you can sleep behind it. Then you can use that as shielding along with the cardboard boxes. There's going to be like double insulation. It's going to be even better for you. So I move my car one space over to like really block them in and keep them warm. Then I'll be like, are you hungry? Do you want some pizzas? You know, and bless them. Like sometimes they say, oh, we've eaten today. We're fine. I'm like, my God. But I still do it. I still go and get them some food. Boys, do you want some money? What do you need? Do you need 10 each? Whatever. Because there's some down there that are decent guys. Okay. They've told me their stories. They're decent guys. Always look out for them. Now, right. See you, boys. Have a good one. I don't document it. I get on with my life. Do you know what I mean? But if I was a celebrity and somebody had filmed that or documented it, I could then put that on social media, you know, and people would be like, oh, you're such a good guy. I just really don't choose to do that sort of thing because I think then it devalues what you've just done. You've done it for the wrong reasons. But if you're a celebrity, somebody might capture that. You know, Ryan Reynolds attends charity ball. Oh, what a good guy he is. And he does a speech about, you know, we need to help with homelessness. And everyone's like, what a good guy he is. Well, I'm doing that too. But nobody gets to see it. And this is the point I'm making. That's why celebrities have such an amplified effect. So that when somebody then meets them, it's like they already know them. You know, but men are like, oh, he's such a good guy. He's so funny. They feel like they know you. And it's the same with women. They don't have to go through the whole, but I don't trust you. They already feel like they know you. They've already decided they want to fuck you. And this is why celebrity guys are just like, yeah, you come home with me. She's like, yeah, sure. It's already her dream guy because she's seen all that. And I think you can take advantage of that, whoever you are. If you're a builder, go and get some really nice clothes, get a photo shoot done, get a videographer to get some content of you. You've just bought a nice car and it's all nice and clean and waxed. Get some content of you getting in and out of it. You know, you're going on holiday, get some content of that. You know, display your life. You know, get some real high-level photos. It matters. The brand image that you present to the world, your personal brand image, it matters in 2023. Not enough people are doing this. This year at some point, I'm going to get a very high-level videographer or photographer to do all of that for me. So many different scenarios, so much content to do so much stuff. And then, you know, you can promote yourself out there. It's modern-day PR. It's modern-day PR. And, you know, barely anybody's doing it. You're basically displaying your personality to the world through social media, through your website, through whatever it might be, through your LinkedIn. You know, I've got a LinkedIn profile picture, which is a screenshot from a video that I used as a thumbnail because I'm like, I haven't got time, I'll just use that, who cares? It's not a professional image, and I know it's not, but I'm like, I've got nothing else, so I can't be bothered. At some point, I will have something else. At some point, I have a section on the website which talks about all the charity work that we do. And I'll be on there, really good photos, you know, you'll be having photos with celebrities and stuff, and it's like all this social proofing, all these, it's all there. That's what you're doing. And I think it doesn't matter who you are as a man, you can tap into that to some extent. You can do something around that. You can present a certain image to the world of who you are as an individual. Because all of my best stuff, not even you guys get to see. Like if I did a day in the life, like I said, maybe I get up early. Like yesterday, for example, I got up early, went to the gym, you know, great session, spoke to some people, you know, a few jokes here and there. It would have been like, oh, that's great content. I then went home, dressed up, real nice, went for some reason, I don't know, I just felt like putting some nice clothes on. Went to get a gas tank for my patio. It's a 13 kilogram gas tank. for just to light up my fire table. Okay, so I went and got that, joking around with the guy, carrying it out. It's heavy as fuck. It's not 13 kilograms. That's the volume thing, but it's of the tank itself. But it's more like 40 kilograms. So you're like carrying the thing out one-handed. I'm not making a meal of that. I'm just saying if you did that on camera, there's bound to be some woman that would be like, oh, that's hot. But nobody gets to see that. I open up the car boot. I put this in the back of a Range Rover. I'm then driving the Range Rover home. I carry it up the stairs. I'm connecting it all. I light my fire table up. I'm ordering my olive trees online. I'm putting my plant pots in place. It's just, and then I've got a streaming platform meeting, come in, answer some emails. Then I was filming some content. I pop out and get some food, meet up with friends. It's like, if I just documented that shit, I'd be like, whoa, that's a cool day. That looks so fun. This guy gets up to loads. I just don't have time right now to be doing that until the stream platform's built. But that's just an example. Like, let's say the average guy on the street, okay, if you just documented your best moments and you got a professional to do that for you, or you just got one of your friends to do it for you, you just said to your friend, you know what, I'll help you, you help me. Like, let's do this. Let's go halves on a decent camera and let's really help each other out in terms of personal brand imaging. You could smash it. You could absolutely smash it. You know, or you could just do it on your phones or whatever, but you know, if you just had a little basic level of skills, you could smash it. You think what some of these women are doing, and I'm not saying you have to do this because ours is slightly different, but a lot of these women, they'll present this image to the world of, I'm the most beautiful, curvaceous, smiley, happy woman that you've ever seen. Fall in love with me. Look at my videos of me dancing on TikTok and stuff like that. And guys are like, damn, that's my dream woman. It's very likely that she posts those and then goes, I'm just going to sit in bed all day, watch Netflix in my pajamas, take my makeup off, she doesn't look as good. But they're presenting a certain image to the world to get a certain goal out of that, which is usually OnlyFans or something similar. But women are experts at it, you know, in terms of lighting and stuff like that. And I think guys need to learn that skill because it's all the girls that I talk to now that I've dated in the last year or so, they all say stuff like, I only meet guys online. You know, because then I can vet them from a distance. I only meet guys that, like Alicia said on my podcast, she was like, I only date guys in my local area that I know or somebody knows of. She was like, it's the only safe way to do it for me. It's very, you know, it's very hard to be a stranger now. Do day game, go out to a girl and be like, hey, I've got a little one-liner for you. Do you want to hear this pickup line? Yeah, you were parking fine. It's like, or a parking ticket. Like, it's just embarrassing. It's not going to work anymore. A lot of it comes from this personal brand image that you can promote to the world. You know, that is a form of live setup and framing. It's definitely framing that I've explained to you guys before. But the point of this video is at some point throughout the year, maybe twice, one for winter, one for like a winter shoot and one for a summer shoot, you need to get some very high quality photos done. Like, women do this all the time. They'll turn 25 and it's like, oh, my family paid for me to have a professional photo shoot done. I feel so beautiful. That's like, we need to be doing that same thing, but not in the purpose of I feel beautiful. I feel professional. I look the bollocks. I'm presenting my world. I'm presenting my image to the world. Like, this is me. This is everything that I have. This is how well I'm doing. Like, you have something good. You can do that. Like, it's almost silent bragging. It's not like coming on camera and being like, hey, I'm here in my Lambo. It's just like that Tristan Tate photo shoot where he's walking past his car with a dog and he's got, I think, the Lambo in the background or whatever. It's like just an image like that just has so much power. Like, the things that you could use that for. And it's you. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if every thumbnail that I used was a personal image of myself. Very high quality 4K photos like that one that Tristan did. And you look as good as you could possibly look. You know, if I talk about every guy should fight and it's me on the pads with my coach landing an overhand right, you know, or twisting a hook and it's just like a 4K photo. And because you're in full flow, you look shredded. Do you know what I mean? Like, because your muscles are being used and you're throwing, like, everything looks pumped up and shredded. You've got angles, you look sliced. You can use that as a thumbnail. You can post that on socials. It makes a massive difference. Like, I remember we did the video shoot with Ches Rust years ago. It's like the first project that we did. We had an Audi R8 on set. Ches was looking great, you know, hair done, skin was on point, nice clothes, whatever. And we got some great footage of him, you know, with the champagne bottle, with the watch, standing at certain points over the city, at the penthouse, overlooking with the views, getting in and out of the R8. We basically, just for one day, it was probably, I think it cost me like $2,000 in total with the crew and everything that was included to rent the penthouse. I'm not asking you guys to do that, but that's an extreme level. Okay, like $2,000, and we've probably given him enough content to post and promote for the next year. Like the amount of girls that messaged me and was like, who's that guy that you were filming with? Because we made him look fucking amazing. Like it really, really helps. It's massive in this era. Whether you do it for women, whether you do it for in a business sense, whether you do it to promote yourself, you know, you might be like a male model, you might be trying to get into acting, whatever it might be. In this era, you need that kind of, you know, back in the day, people used to do headshots. It's like a modern day version of headshots. And for those of you who think I'm talking about Call of Duty, I'm talking about like a photo from here to here. They just had headshots and they'd hire people based on that. Well, and for like acting and movie roles and whatever. But in this era, I think you need that kind of like lifestyle stuff. Look at us, we're on holiday. I saw a guy the other day, he had like an old school Jaguar E-Type. He was in Italy, I think it was the Amalfi Coast. Dressed really well, it was summer, it was spring or something like that. It was an older video, and he walked out from like this orange grove, up some stairs, jumped in the car, drove off. It's like so simple, 10 seconds, but the video had like millions of views. And you don't have to get that, but I'm just saying, because he's doing it for like, he wants to be a model or something like that, clearly, or a social presence. But if you guys are like an estate agent, what's wrong with having a quick little video of you coming out of the office, getting your car, turning up at a property, shaking hands with customers that have agreed to be involved in the video? And then you put that out on your website, you put that out somewhere on social media. People are going to be like, I want to work with this guy, I want to meet this guy. I want to see what this guy is all about. I love the image that he's presenting to the world. And then on top of that, your dating life's going to improve because you look the bollocks. You're busy, you're at work, you're doing something like that. I just think that's amazing. You know, you're catching a flight to go to a business meeting. Imagine getting some high quality 4K footage of that. And then you're in the meeting and what you're talking and it's all being documented. You know, anybody who's watching that is going to be like, this guy is high level. I love this guy's life. Like, I'm addicted to watching his content. You only have to do that like twice per year and you've got enough stuff to present yourself as this top level winner. Stop having like, look, my Instagram isn't great because I don't have time to work on it, but in the future I will. I'll hire somebody for that exact purpose. But stop having on your Instagram like you and the boys at the pub arm around each other, like, you know, that sort of thing, like, "Ooh." I don't think that really works anymore. You know, back in the day it was like, oh, it's fun, he's out and about. I think it's got to be a higher level than that. Like, people don't want to be with a nobody anymore. People don't want to work with a nobody. Imagine trying to get a job and they go on your social media and it's just you getting drunk, slumped on a sofa, and it's like, oh, it's funny, but there's another guy who's got everything that I just spoke about. He's trying to get a job for an estate agent and his socials is just on fire. It's him coming out of the office, well dressed, looking presentable, doing a quick voiceover about, you know, his, like a kind of a day in the life. He's shaking hands with clients, viewing the house, whatever. They're going to be like, we need to take this guy on. It will improve your life massively. So that's my message to you, is that every guy at least once or twice per year needs to hire a videographer or a photographer to create that personal brand image for framing purposes.